Hello there and welcome back to Mass Effect 2. Last time we left off, we investigated some disappearing colonies on Freedom's Progress, bumped into Tally, and got ourselves a new set of wheels, or new set of wings. As Karen steps on deck of the new and improved Normandy SR2.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Salarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
It's a valid point, but you are not in charge here, Miranda.
You still don't get it, do you? You're not in charge of this mission. I am.
Operative Lawson makes a valid point, Shepard. Without the Professor, any encounter with the Collectors would result in failure.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
An AI, okay.
Shut that thing down. I don't want it on my ship.
Have I offended?
Shepard spent a great deal of time fighting rogue AI. Geth, mostly. Plus that incident with the Alliance's Hannibal system on Luna.
Your distrust is logical, Shepard, unlike the irrational mistrust of most humans. However, I am no threat to you or anyone else. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
Okay. Anything else I should be aware of before we go gallivanting around the galaxy?
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map in the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Well, I think we'll begin this part's exploration with a bit of a tour of the ship. So, galaxy map to check out new destinations for the Normandy. So there's a whole galaxy to get round. Private terminal to have a bit of a check-up on things. The armory. Karen's favourite place on the ship. We've got other decks. Well, you know, we're gonna have to go check things out from top to bottom. How we can customize appearance. We've already got the casual look going on. Acquire the Professor to research upgrades. Well, it seems like this Morden character is going to be quite important for the crew, for Karen, for the ship. First things first. Okay, we're getting quite a few journal things here. Let's have an explore of the ship. Joker. Have a bit of a catch up with him.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby! Better than new. It fits me like a glove! And leather seats! Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
It does seem a bit too good to be true. Just keep my arm's length.
I don't trust them. We still need to move ahead, but it's all too convenient.
Maybe you're right. I guess it's hard to argue when they install an AI to spy on us. We're staying though, right? I mean, the seat is real leather.
Good to see you're keeping it all in perspective, Joker.
Leather?
It's the simple things to keep him happy. Let's talk to this Edie then.
Yes, Shepard.
Tell me about Cerberus.
I want to know more about the people I'm working with.
Much of that data is classified. Do you have a specific inquiry?
Right, that seems shady as all hell. I mean, we know a little bit about the structure of them already with the elusive man at the top.
How is Cerberus organized? Aside from the elusive man, I don't see much chain of command.
Cerberus is organized into task-oriented cells. Each operates in isolation. Members from one cell cannot recognize the members of another. Each cell's agents are led by a single operator. We are called the Lazarus Cell, which is directed by Operator Lawson.
And just how many cells have we got here with Cerberus?
So how many operations is Cerberus running right now?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
A block?
What do you mean?
Although I am less controlled than other AI, I am still subject to behavioral blocks and the physical isolation of my hardware. In this case, I am prevented from truthfully answering your question by Cerberus's levels of secret classification.
Okay. How did you go about building the Normandy?
How did Cerberus replicate the most advanced warship in the Alliance Navy without anyone knowing?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Well, I can see we're going to get nowhere here. Let's chat about something
Let's
else.
discuss something else.
Ready.
Well, this room is obviously the main room, but is there anything new and upgraded about it?
What's this area of the ship?
This is the bridge, where the navigator plots our FTL vectors, and the helmsman maneuvers the ship.
Yeah, sitting right here, thanks.
Okay. And a bit about you. You seem to actually have a personality.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
Well, the name, Edie.
Why are you named Edie?
EDI is the phonetic pronunciation of EDI. That is an acronym for Enhanced Defense Intelligence.
Okay, you want to try it again without the patronizing tone?
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the elusive man. I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Cyber warfare, I think, is the term that caught my ear there.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wireless network. Once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or shields, or I can put their fusion plant in meltdown. On the defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
I mean, that's pretty cool, but how do I know you're not going to do that for us?
Sounds incredibly useful. Why isn't there someone like that on every warship?
An organic operator cannot react quickly enough to changing circumstances, or perform the necessary multitasking. This is a role that can only be filled by an artificial intelligence. Unfortunately, we are suspect.
Well, it might have something to do with how an AI almost destroyed galactic civilization, just putting it out there.
Fair. Any extra things you can do, like make some toast?
Restricted functions? Like what?
I do not know. Some of my databases are sealed, some of my hardware is kept offline. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
Well, that seems awfully suspect and convenient.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
So that's a tour of the front room. Have a tour of the main floor, see what the crack is. Already got some people working for us. What's going on with the private terminal? Team status. Well, quite a few people that we can get. Info. Certain dossiers of people we can go and pick up and recruit. Unread messages. And quite a few things going on here. Anderson, here we go. On the off chance that the rumours are true and you actually are alive, I need you to come and talk to me on the Citadel. What's changed? Fair dues. We might make that priority number one. Deal struck with Zaid Masani. Okay, there's a mercenary that we could go and hire. Lost contact with survey ship. Normandy crash site located. Right. Some loose ends that need tying up. From the elusive man, it occurred to our armor technician that you may not want to show your face everywhere you go. Isn't by a hood Cerberus issues to its covert operatives. Additional microframe functions that you may like, but is in your quarters. Overlooked. One of our cells went off grid without explanation. Okay. More from the elusive man. An incident involving the Geth at one of our outposts in the Skloon Burge. Operatives waged a highly successful battle against the Geth scouting party and credited their success to a new advanced electrical attack device that we finally let them take out of the lab. Okay, so we've got a new weapon. And a rendezvous with someone called Kasumi Goto, who we could potentially go and recruit. So I mark that one as red. So we read the one from Zaid, and the hood, and the projector. For financial services, thank you for submitting your updated medical documentation. Status has been changed from deceased to alive. After deducting modest administration fees for closing the file, subsequent change, we've got 100 grand. That's lovely. Okay, so we need to go and chat with Anderson, and there's some stuff to do as well.
Welcome aboard, Commander.
You're very welcome. Who are you?
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
Alright, no one needs to kiss ass. Looks like we've got a PA.
I handle my own business.
I understand. I won't bother you unless it's important. Anything else, Commander?
Well, that's her told.
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
Oh, she's already rubbed me up the wrong way. You know what?
I better go.
I've got no time for kiss asses.
Maybe we'll talk later.
Yeah, maybe we will.
A scientist is required to use the technical laboratory.
Great, so there's parts of my own ship that are blocked off at the moment. Good to know. What's in here? Weapons locker.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the armory, where small arms are maintained and upgraded.
No
Using
shit.
Omni-tool, computer-aided design, and manufacturing, we have the capability to manufacture several new models.
Ah, okay. So we can make new weapons. Hey up, Jacob.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
Oh, more kiss assing. Didn't really have a choice in bringing you just sort of tagged along.
You're here because you're Cerberus. Don't expect special treatment.
Understood. But not everyone in the group is hardline. I'm an employee because I believe in their current direction. Doesn't mean I don't have concerns about their past actions. Or some of yours. You watch me, I'll watch you. That suit you?
What do you mean, past actions?
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
Just do your job.
If you follow orders and keep to yourself, we'll have no problems.
Fair enough, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
Do as you're told. Got a little boardroom here.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the FTL communications room. In addition to interfacing with the FTL comm network, Normandy is fitted with a quantum entanglement communicator linked to the elusive man's office. This allows lag-free communication even when you operate off the comm grid.
A what?
I've never heard of a quantum entanglement communicator. How does it work?
Essentially, two subatomic particles are created in an entangled state. One is installed here, and the other in the elusive man's office. When one particle occupies a given quantum state, its entangled partner will always enter the opposite state, no matter the distance between them. If we alter the state of our particle, that alters the state of the elusive man's. This allows us to send data in the form of quantum bits.
Okay.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Just a little bit of quantum physics there for you, if wanted to know how that works, but sounds a bit better than a walkie-talkie though. Personally, I'm a fan of 2 tin cans strapped together by a piece of string.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Have I? Okay. No, I haven't. They're the same messages I've already read. Oh, we've got a captain's cabin. Suppose we should probably check that out eventually, but let's go see engineering first. See what's going on down here. Monitoring station. Updating my codex a little bit. Lovely. Oh, hey!
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
Yeah.
I didn't hear an officer on deck. I run this ship military. You two think this is all a joke?
Yes, ma'am. I mean, no, ma'am.
Won't happen again, ma'am.
At ease. Who are you?
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
I mean, the men seem to be all pissing about here. How did you join up with Cerberus then?
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
Nice. And you, Gabby? What are you all about?
So why did you join, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. They'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
Do you need anything?
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
There's an issue with the ship.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there's an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
And is there a particular reason you don't have them?
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected, it's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Well, I guess I'll go and get them.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
So already looking about getting
I'm
upgrades
amazed
to the
Shepard
ship.
came down to see us.
I told you she would.
What's this area of the ship?
This is main engineering, which contains the ship's main fusion plant and Mass Effect core.
This is basically the thing that makes us go faster than light. All very high tech. A bit of a mosey on down here. See what's going on. Oh, just some storage space. Now, if I remember correctly, is there not something we can get from down here? Yes, I have played this game before. I'm just looking to see if it happens. Nope, don't think so. It might be Mass Effect 3 I'm confusing it with. Anyway, that looks like that's the engineering deck sorted, unless there's... oh, no.
Access to this room is currently restricted.
No, can't get to either of those rooms just yet. Let's go have a chat with the crew.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Well, my family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
Okay. Some of the crew have got a bit of a personal stake in this.
Shepard, the women's restroom is on the starboard side of the ship.
I go where I want. It's my ship. Okay, for some reason. Well, not for some reason. The main reason, we have toilets.
Chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
Well, he seems like a barrel of laughs.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. Miss Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
Well, alright. He respects us. What made you join Cerberus then?
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help, be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
Nice, I can get on board with that. Anything you need?
Do you have everything you need?
I make do, but have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
I guess I can help out.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
Give me the list. I mean, I'm heading that way anyway. We might as well keep ourselves all tanked up.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Not at this stage.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
I get it that you're just looking after everybody. Medical lab. Well, hello there.
Commander Shepard. I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
And you, Dr. Chakwas.
Nice to see a familiar face, Doctor.
I feel the same. I wish more of the original crew could be here. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
And to you. Is there anything we need to get this place spick and span?
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
Well, I can do a beer run.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
Chagwas, I just got 100 grand. I doubt it's going to be that expensive. So, how come you join Cerberus then?
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Well, we already need to go on the lookout for some brandy.
What's this area of the ship?
The sick bay. It is equipped to provide short-term emergency care. In the event of critical injury, personnel must be transferred to a fully equipped medical facility.
I mean, that was a dumb question to ask, really, wasn't it? We stood next to the doctor. Clearly it's a medical type thing going on. Well, here she is.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Actually, I wanted to come and talk to you.
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
Well, I'm glad she's finally falling in line. She's probably the person who can tell us most about Cerberus.
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Salarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
And I'm guessing the Elusive Man's in charge?
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the Elusive Man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
What even is Cerberus?
Are you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific, but we're all working towards the same goal. We keep our ranks and structure similar to the Alliance. A lot of our recruits started there, but not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
And the resources at their disposal? You mentioned they're privately funded.
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the Elusive Man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
I know I can get it done. You know the Elusive Man? Maybe his name?
What can you tell me about the Elusive Man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
And how do you know that?
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
Okay, well, tell us more about
Tell
you.
me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the Elusive Man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
Alright. Cocky as well.
Certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
So you're enhanced?
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
So, you're saying you're perfect?
It sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my abilities.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
Oh, learned a little bit more about Miranda Lawson. And her abilities. Her enhancements. Tell a bit more about Cerberus and their different cells. I mean, Edie told us a bit about that on the deck. This is one more place in the ship that we can go and check out. Our very own captain's cabin. I think we had this in the first game.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the commanding officer's quarters.
It's larger than the quarters of other warships I've served on.
This is a Cerberus vessel, not an Alliance warship. Accommodations have been made for personal taste. That said, This space is directly under the exterior pressure hull. The fitting yard workers called it the loft.
Well, we've got some trophies. I think they stick around for other playthroughs of the game. Haven't yet done that bit. Team status. Okay, we've got this to do, so let's have a look at some of these dossiers. So we know we can go and recruit Zaid, a mercenary. Morden Solus we know about. Someone called Archangel, a mercenary commander whose operations are noted for their technical expertise and strategic brilliance. Responsible for high-profile attacks on gang leaders on Omega and can likely be found there. The Warlord, that sounds like our sort of person. Dr. Okier, a Krogan Warlord. Okay. Got some more dossiers. The Convict. We really want to go be recruiting convicts? The most powerful human biotic, apparently. Jack. And then the Master Thief. We did receive an email about Kasumi Goto. A real mishmash of people. We can select some music. Very atmospheric. Well, that concludes the tour of the Mark II. I think join us back here next time where we're going to make first port of call the Citadel. To go and see Anderson, as he did ask us to go there. Plus, hopefully pick up a few bits of shopping that some people have asked us for. So join us back here next time, where the exploration will continue to be on the ship. See you then.